With 10 and Corbinator, we're going to do a top 5 Marvel superhero.
Hey, what about me?
And 10 Note 332. And by the way, if you don't agree with this, I don't know what
it's not really our problem, that's what, because this is our personal opinion. Grow a pair. If you're watching this, then you're probably more than old enough to respect other people's opinions.
Yeah, so we're going to go to number 5.
Number 5.
Wolverine.
So, we all know he was basically recruited,
From the X-Men.
After having experimented on with adamantium. So now he's got regeneration, a bit like someone who we all know, Deadpool. Not Doctor Who. Doctor Who don't know regeneration.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, and he also has at first he had wooden claws, but then the adamantium changed it to metal purposely, so he could beat his brother, as he was constantly ruining his life, basically.
And firstly, he didn't want to join the X-Men and told him to piss off.
Yeah, but then I think around the end of maybe the middle of the first...
He said the F word in the first one. He said them to F off.
Yeah, in the first one, he started of wanting to become an X-Men. So we all know there's the X-Men trilogy, including the new one that's coming out called Apocalypse. Yeah, and anyway, we've also got we've got Wolverine X-Men. And what's the other Wolverine called? The one with that guy in the giant suit.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's cuckoo. He's basically saying, my gift to you will be death. Because, it's understandable, though. I mean, he was, fought in the Civil War, so, he didn't really age. And, watching people you love die, it would be pretty horrible. So I quite understand that. But, yeah. So, anyway, that's Wolverine. Yeah.
Iron Man. Number 4. Iron Man. Yeah, so this one is, the original one with, lasers and gold mask.
It's not the original one. It's more like the classic one.
Yeah.
So you all know that he made this really rubbish suit in order to kill all the terrorists trying to force him to make weapons from Stark with Stark Tech to basically help them.
Shut up.
They got the suit and killed them all basically. Anyway, we've got this classic suit here. We all know about the Hulkbuster suit, which is a lot of people's favourites. It's actually bigger than Hulk, and it's got the same strength as Hulk, but it's basically a mix between Hulk and Iron Man, both of them combined.
It's called the Hulkbuster.
Hulkbuster.
It's from that movie. What was it called? It was
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Age of Ultron. Yeah, it had Ultron and he's fighting him.
He beats him up. He's really good.
He killed the Avengers, Ultron.
No, he didn't kill any Avengers.
Yeah, he thought that he did.
Yeah, for some reason he hates Tony Stark the most, which is random. And anyway, also another one that you may not know about is his suit that's partly organic. Because I didn't find that one out until recently. So that was quite interesting for me. Because a suit that's partly organic is really good. Because it'd be better at fixing itself and etc. basically. So yeah, there's Iron Man.
Number 3, Hulk.
So Hulk.
The green thing. Bruce Banner is alter ego is Bruce Banner, but he turns into the Hulk.
Yes, because he had that science experiment with gamma radiation, which unlocked something in him, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it makes him really strong, and his power, as we all know, is based on his anger. So the angrier he is, the stronger he is. And we all know the only enemy that has ever probably knocked him out is Hulkbuster. Because that's a mix between Iron Man and Hulk, which we said in the last bit. So you obviously know about that if you haven't heard before. Probably most of you have, but anyway. Yeah, surprising though that his shorts still fit when he turns into the Green Hulk.
So yeah, his shirt's ripped off.
Yeah, but the shorts are just still there.
In the original ones, he's you don't like me when angry. He turns big, and then in the original ones, gunshots actually hurt him, which is really bad.
Yeah, he actually admitted that once he tried to commit suicide. That was in the first Avengers, where he admitted that he tried to shoot himself in the mouth, but he ended up turning into the Hulk, and the Hulk spat it out. So yeah, and so yeah, we've seen him in both Avengers movies. Now I heard a rumor that Ultron was too strong for Hulk to rip apart. But that was a big lie because as soon as he got onto his ship, he threw him out and damaged him really bad.
Oh yeah, Hulk is the most powerful one. He's like, he could punch metal and everything. He can punch through metal doors.
But I think if he was angry enough and punched it enough times, he'll probably break Diamond because he is one of the strongest heroes.
He is the strongest one.
If this was if he could fight DC, then he'd probably go up against Superman.
Except Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster is more powerful, but that's a suit.
But it's based on science. I mean, his is kind of science, but it's when he gets angry. It's not when he calls like Jarvis or Monica or whatever and put a suit on him, is it?
So
and what was I going to say?
That was number 3 then. Number 2.
Spider-Man. My personal favourite, but Jack here made a number 2. So I suppose our number 1 is kind of better, kind of not. But anyway, Spider-Man. We all know he has loads of enemies, a bit like Batman from DC. Loads of enemies. I mean, you got the Lizard, you've got Dr. Octopus, both of the Green Goblins, Venom, Carnage, Rhino. Well, there's 2 versions of Rhino. There's the one that was in the cross-species to Nextvelia. And there's also the Metal Suit Rhino. We've got Sandman, Electro. Yeah, just loads. Anyway, so we all know that he has a spider sense, which makes him aware of his
webs from his suit.
Yeah, he has a spider sense, which allows him to be aware of his surroundings. Which, just in case you didn't know, is why he swings. He swings webs without looking around.
Yes, he doesn't act. His webs are from his suit.
Yeah, he did make his webs. That part he didn't get from the genetics.
The thing that he got from being bitten was his spider sense. But then he went and being a superhero.
Yeah, and he could climb on the walls and stuff and jump really high. And also, we know he's the only achievement in cross-species genetics because we all know that his dad he used his own blood to make the
Uncle Ben
stuff.
was killed and he got angry and he got really angry at the person that killed him and threw him off that building, didn't he? And the police got him. He was really angry.
No, he didn't get him. And actually, he dodged it. He dodged an attack and then the guy slipped. But yeah, he did seek vengeance for a while. And then he started just wanting to basically
help people,
yeah. So yeah. And there's an awkward bits with Glenn, but I don't like that, to be honest.
Number one.
Number one.
Number you've been waiting for.
Probably. Anyway, it's Deadpool. Number 1.
Deadpool.
We mentioned him in Wolverine, number 5. Because we think he's like Wolverine, doesn't have metal claws. But he's
invincible because he blew up and he regenerated back, and he also had his head chopped off and he regenerated back.
Yeah, Wolverine, we all know, can die if his head is chopped off, but not him. So his regeneration powers is a little bit better. And he has
can't
swords
die
instead, and he has an SHIT load of guns and that, and but he has this ability where he's aware if
he also
he's
has
in a movie
swords.
or comic.
He knows. So he just stops time and says, "Yeah, okay, this bit is a bit weird," and it goes back. He's
and he's talking to the audience. That's cool. But what I like most about him is his sense of humour. Because unlike Wolverine,
really
who just got mad and rips people apart. In the beginning of the movie, he's counting down bullets, and it's really cool when he gets that triple headshot.
He was shooting. He threatened a teddy to shoot him. He was shooting the teddy.
Yeah, that wasn't in the movie, but we saw a picture of that. It said with this one,
and it was and it was really funny. He said, don't be stupid. No one got hurt, and then a dead body just fell down from the sky.
Yeah,
that was there before.
Yeah, and I've got the Deadpool game and it's good. It's basically where
Deadpool wants Jacksepticeye play it.
But Deadpool wants to make a game, so you go through this stuff. And then at the end, it's actually him playing it. But the last level is really hard. I mean, you got two large waves of mini bots. Then you've got a clone of this really strong guy, this Virgo who makes you sick, and then this other woman who's got these weird powers, and then you have to fight 20 I don't know his name, but he looks weird, clones. Okay, so
thank you for watching our top 5 Marvel superheroes.
Subscribe and see if you think that some of them should be different.
And in the comments say if you think any should change, and do recommendation whatever for new top 5s. Goodbye.